Hey, Rob. I'm going to be doing a video for the contest. I am stuck to this chair, and I'm wearing underwear. That's it. And so I'm going to just zoom in on my head so you don't have to see my boobers. And because I can't get up to get a shirt, and I already asked the wife, and she's like, "You don't need a shirt. You know, it's easier to get at all your stuff." And I'm fine, whatever. So, throat's still a little sore. They had the tube down my throat during the surgery. But anyway, so here's what we got. You got your contest. You're at 400. I looked at you before I started filming this. Good job, buddy. You deserve it. Your channel is awesome. You're awesome. Always been awesome. First question, 4 grails. I'm going to do a little oddball one here because grails aren't necessarily records that are super expensive. They're just records that I really, really, really want that I've not found in the wild. If you might remember a while back, I talked about when my dad first showed me records and how to use a record player. He let me go out and buy the Run DMC's Tougher Than Leather. If I could ever find that, that is an awesome record. It means a lot to me. I still want that more than anything. That's my #1 grail. But here's the fun thing. The first record that I got that was a value vinyl record, not too long after that, I was at the Salvation Army back in Holland, Michigan, little teenage Steve, and I'm going through the records there, and I only had a couple bucks, a buck or two. I didn't even know what it was at the time, but I wanted to get just another record for my record player. And I'm flipping through, and I don't know none of these artists. I don't know none of these bands, but I came across this really cool album cover. It looked like this. Maybe you know it. I didn't at the time. I'm like, oh, it's cool. They're called Jigsaw, and the cover looks like a puzzle. So I popped that record on, and then I heard this song.
Telling me a lie without a reason why. You've blown it all sky high.
Oh man, I loved it. But here's the problem. I wasn't me then. I did not take care of the records. I thought I was going to DJ. I was scratching them. I was throwing them all over the place. I didn't have no inner sleeves, outer sleeves. I did not take care of that record whatsoever. I would love a copy of Sky High by Jigsaw, the 33 LPM, because there's a lot of other good songs on there too. I believe I've come across, 45, and I also have a copy of the song on a K-Tel, but I don't have the actual record. So if I were to actually come across that Sky High album by Jigsaw with that cover, oh, that would be cool. So there's 2. Third one, we're still looking at my metal stuff that I'm still missing. And I'm going to go with my last 2. Is still going to be anything from Slayer on vinyl, anything from Megadeth on vinyl, specifically Seasons in the Abyss and South of Heaven from Slayer, or specifically Rest in Peace, or So Far So Good So What. I for some reason I like that one because F is for fighting, R is for red, ancestors' blood and the battles we shed. We elect them, we check them in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yeah, but then again, peace tells who's buying. Oh geez. Anyway, nonetheless, so those are gonna be my 4 grails. So there's my first part of the video. Yay! All right, part 2, 4 live shows. Well, I already did a video about the last live show I went to, which was Laserfest, where amazingly the hip that I just destroyed is the same side, my left side, is the knee that I destroyed. So my whole left half of my body is toast. But I think I've been to 4 concerts in my life, so I'm going to say all 4 of them. I've saw Weird Al Yankovic twice. I remember when I was a kid, I saw the Jets, and and I also saw a reunion tour of Tommy James and the Shondells and the Association. So I remember those concerts. I was little, but that's all I got. Not much for this section. Sorry. Okay, these are channels I'm subscribed to that have 200 or less subs. I've got, of course, got to have Mr. Sack Blabbeth. He is an oddball. He's a weirdo, but I love him with all my heart. He's a good man. I've got Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy, Rod, Bad English Rex, Flash Gordon's One Record at a Time, Chris Has the Shits, Spins, sorry, Chris Has the Spins. I got the shits, but I wish. I'm so backed up from these pain meds. Balding Boomer, he's not at 200 yet. What the hell, Scott? Tainted Lord 87, come on, Tony. Let's get him up there. Mark Guh with a K. And then Musical Mr. Bear. So those are channels that I'm subscribed to that have 200 or less subs. So there's that part. If I was a superhero, well, here's the thing. Lately, with my diet, I can't eat that much. I'm trying to eat a lot less. It would be cool if I could eat just a little bit of something, but it would taste and it'd be like I'm eating it way bigger. I'd love to be a super taster. You know? Do you know what a super taster is? Oh, you don't? Well, good thing that They Might Be Giants has a song just about it. Here's a song about John Lee, a real-life super taster. Check it out.
When I was 39 years old, I heard a story. I found out that there are people walking among us who have superpowers. These people are called super tasters. To a super taster, bitter fruits taste far more bitter, and sweets far more sweet. Then, just a few months ago, I had the chance to meet a real live super taster named John Lee. And this is his true story.
To a super taster, when he tastes a pear, it's like 100 pears. He's got superpowers. He is a super taster. Every flavor explodes, explodes and explodes. John Lee's super taster tastes more than we do. Everything has a flavor. Some flavors are too much.
All right, bonus question time. First thing I got, it's vinyl related because he's one of the awesomest members of the vinyl community. I got the comic book of Tales from the Dead Wax that Andy Borders himself signed. That counts, right? Then I've got my 2 CDs. They're my prized possessions that were signed to me from Richard Cheese. And of course, this one here has a special track on it where he shouts me out by name specifically. Richard Cheese. Yay. The Steve. And then he calls me on this one, the Great Stevini. And then, of course, one of my now new prized possessions, thanks to my good buddy Dolphin Dale, I got a DVD movie of The Best of Russ Taff, signed to me, Mrs. Violin Brie. So there are 4 signed items that I've just recently acquired. Thank you. Most of those from the vinyl community, of course, have had those Richard Cheeses forever. So that's it, guys. It's the best I could do for a video. I'm going to go take a nap now, and I'll be getting better. But I think you guys would rather see something from me than nothing. So here's your something, and I hope you appreciate it. Because Rob's awesome. He's a great guy, has a great channel, and he needs all the support he can get. And I'm willing to go to all ends of the earth to make sure that I throw in my hat and support him and what he does. Take care, Rob. We'll see ya.